All right, what's up, boys? It's been a while since I've, streamed or made a video, but that's beside the point. So today I want to talk about tank starters for a specific reason. I see people picking up, the same starters, even though stuff got nerfed, all this other mamma jamma. So we're specifically only going over tank starters, so nothing else really. So let's get started. Warrior's Axe, if you guys don't know, the damage reduction has been nerfed, and I'll show you right here what I'm talking about. So, just in case, maybe people don't know this, but the flat damage reduction did get nerfed, but in game the items are bugged and it's not showing like any stats or anything, so I have to do it like this, so I'm very sorry. But anyways, I want to talk about Warrior's Axe here. I see a lot of motherfuckers picking this up, a lot, and I still don't think it's a good off tank item. Even with this, even with the damage reduction, I wasn't picking it up. Like, you're hardly making it to level 20, but when you do, you don't want this, at least in my opinion. I mean, I don't use it, I've tried it, and it's just I just think there's better options, but anyways, the better option, at least for me, I would have to say Warding Sigil. This did get buffed, so obviously you get decreased damage taken by 5 for 5 seconds. This can occur 1 per ability cast. This can stack twice, so decreased damage by 10, and it did get buffed right here. So it now provides 10 physical protections, so you're looking at 75 health. This is going to be 75, 15 magical protections and 10 physical, which it's about the same as Warrior's Axe, except it gives you more health and more physical protection, which you're gonna need more than magical, honestly. Also, it gives you decreased damage taken by 10, because you're always going to have this stacked in a fight, so it's always going to be decreased by 10. Which is, I think, is really good. The only downside is that it also is upgradable at level 20, and it's 100. I think it's 100 gold more, unless they made it cheaper, which I don't think they did. No. Okay. Yeah. And I think the upgrades for it are really fucking good. I think they're better than Warrior's Axe, which Warrior's Axe upgrades are, I mean, this is gone, so that flat damage reduction is gone, so you're only looking at this right here. The 10% current health is really good. This is probably the only axe I would ever go if I ever got Warrior's Axe. I don't see this one being good at all, really, unless you're just like really needing that shield. But I'll explain why this is not better than other things. So if you are gonna build Warrior's Axe, which I don't recommend it, just get this one. Just get this one if you hit level 20. Okay, so we're done talking about Warrior's Axe. Finally, we're done comparing it to Warding Sigil, which is the only item you can compare it to, in my opinion. So let's get talking specifically about this item. I have been running this item a lot. I've really been trying to run it, and I've had some success with it, honestly. Since it got buffed, this passive is really good. So you're taking 12% decreased damage for 5 seconds, and it's always going to be stacked in a fight. It's always going to be stacked in a fight, which is insane, by the way, which is insane amount of decreased damage. But what's even better is this right here. So Whenever you are hit by an ability, your infused sigil gains a stack. This occurs once per ability cast. At 5 stacks, it explodes after 0.5 seconds, dealing 400 magical damage to enemies within 30 units of you. This, I think, is ridiculous. I think this is really strong. It did get buffed. Both of the items got buffed. Sigil of the Old Guard, which is this one, that only gave 75 magical protections, now also gives 30 physical protections. So just this right here with 30 physical, which is insane, which is fucking insane. That's way more than this one. So this I've been playing with this one a lot more, just because I like the passive more, but this is definitely not out of the question at all. If you're not gonna go for the explode damage, you 100% pick this up no matter what. At least in my opinion, like over Warrior's Axe. Let's go back to this. So they buffed the shield damage. I call it a shield, it's not a shield, but they buffed the detonate damage to 500 magical power and decreased the stack amount from 5 abilities to 4, which is stupid, because if you run this on Kukulkan, and if you read again, whenever you are hit by an ability, I'm pretty sure it's procs on if you hit an ability. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it does do that. I don't know why. But 4 abilities, so it's 2 ability, that's 1 ability per person, and an extra one on the enemy team. And if you're playing against, you know, anybody with combo abilities, like, you're always gonna be like, this is always just gonna you're gonna always have it, always fucking have it. It's insane. Now the only thing I don't know about it is if it just starts stacking immediately again after it blows up, or if there's a cooldown. I really haven't checked. It doesn't say it does. But I mean, I would assume it just restacks back up, and then that's like another 500 damage. So in a fight, you're probably going to be dealing minimum like 1500 damage, like in a long fight, unless the fight's not that long. You're going to be doing like 1500 damage just with its detonate, because it now does the, you know, obviously it now does 500, which is insane. Couple that with excuse me, what the hell was that? So I just sounded really weird. But couple this with Pride Wind. So you get the Pride Wind shield that detonates. You got this that detonates. So you're dealing insane detonate damage. You're super tanky because they both give, Pride Wind and this gives split protections. I just think it's really good. I think it's 100% better than Warrior's Axe. I'm sorry. Now, let's see. The other item is Sentinels. Yeah. The other 2 items are Sentinels and Benevolence. And I kind of want to talk about Sentinels more. I mean, you're always running this. If you're main tanking, if you are on a main tank, or if you are solo tanking as a warrior or an assassin or whatever, you're always picking this up. I think it's pretty obvious at this point that your main tank needs this item or you're gonna lose the game. It just gives too much. Like, it gives protections early, gives you health, mana, and bonus gold, which is insane, which is fucking insane, by the way. So it gives you a shitload of sustain, a lot of good protections. They haven't messed with this at all, really. They did nerf this to split 100, but it's still outrageously strong. Sentinel's Embrace is still the best tank item to get. Completely just ignore this one. This one does not matter until they buff it. The Sentinel's Embrace, still pick up Sentinel's Embrace, still pick up Sentinels if you're main tanking. Nothing has changed there. I've even checked in patch 8.2 if there was any changes to any of these tank items, and there's not, thank God. So it should stay viable until 8.3 if they decide to buff or nerf anything. Oh, it's not okay. Not only just benevolence, but we also have war flag I need to talk about. So we're done with warriors. We're done with warding. We're done with sentinels. Because sentinels is really quick. Now we're on the benevolence. This is a tank item, like actually. I mean, I really don't know what to say about it. I think they buffed it. Yeah, they decreased the cost. Compassion gets 40 magical protections, and they nerfed animosity. I mean, you're not picking this up. I mean, unless you're like memeing, you're not picking this up. You're not even getting benevolence. Like, if you're running animosity, because you're not running compassion, like this is not getting ran. But if you're running animosity, you're not even getting benevolence. You're just skipping starter, going into like a better item, and then getting the full animosity at 17. Just not worth getting ever. Over sentinels, over war flag, over warding sigil, even warrior's axe. Do any of those but benevolence. I think benevolence is fucking hot shit. This item is hot shit. Off tank, main tank, don't matter. Hot shit. Sorry if you like the item. I don't. I think we're on the last one. No, we're not. Shit. There's a lot of tank items. I didn't even. Oh man, I was not prepared for this. So we still got war flag and tainted, but I'm gonna make tainted really quick because that one's really easy. So war flag. I have been running war flag a lot, especially when I'm running basic attack heavy teams. So if you're running like Osiris, if you're running like Bellona, Erlang, Baka, Ao Kuang. I'm just naming gods I've played, so you know if they're weird, sorry. But if you're running any of those, you know, you're gonna be wanting to pick up war flag. I think war flag is the best off tank item, even over warding sigil, over warrior's axe. I think it's the best off tank item, purely because you get the regen. So you get to sustain for 6 health, 6 mana. And then the tank also gets that on top of sentinels, which is ridiculous. And then you get the move speed, you get the attack speed. Now you see why I'm running it on attack speed gods. Just honestly really good. Sustain is really powerful early. So this, I would recommend war flag over any other tank starter if you already have a main tank and you're playing off tank. If you're playing a main tank, still get sentinels. Now let's talk about the upgrades. The upgrades, you're pretty much only getting war banner. You're only getting war banner, really. I don't see a world you're getting Spartan flag. 10% increased power is not better than 2% move speed, 4% attack speed, and 1% health and mana to all allies on a kill or assist. No, each time you assist a kill on a minion or jungle monster. My bad. That's really good. So you're already healing more than the tier 1 war flag, obviously. And then the move speed, attack speed is just ridiculous. Stacks 10 times, ridiculous. They even made war flag cheaper, I believe. Yeah, they made it cheaper. So now you can buy that 100 gold is a big difference. I promise. That is a big difference. So never pick up Spartan flag. If you're wanting to pick up Spartan flag, just don't get war flag. Build like warding sigil or something like that. You're only wanting to go war banner. I don't like Spartan flag. I don't think it's really that good. It's kind of like a Bellona ult. You have to stay within the circle to get the power buff, and it's just not better than the sustain and the move speed and stuff that you get. Also, if you're building this, you're gonna want somebody on your team to build Talisman of Energy, which is a magical protection item. If you don't know, it does stack with war banner. You fucking zoom. You go so fast because they stack at the same time. It's so good. It's so good. So that's my recommendation on that. And last but not least, because we got to do an overview here at the end, Tainted. This is pretty much hardly ever picked up. Like, this is a very niche item, even like at all. You're only running this if you're running into like healers, and the only healer you're gonna pick it up into is like Afro Rahel. You're not worried about Chongo, you're not worried about Baron. Maybe like Vamana you can run this into for his ult, but I don't know. I would only recommend it for like super heavy healers. And for the upgrade, I mean, if you're playing Cerberus, you could run this one. Otherwise, I would just run Tainted Breastplate, because Cerberus, you're healed for their healing, also the healing reduced with this. So if you're playing Cerberus, then get this one if you have it. Otherwise, just get this one. There's really no other option. I don't really like this one at all. I would always go for this one. So if I had to quickly rank the items here, just the starters, not like the upgraded forms or anything. If I had to quickly rank them, let's see here. Where did I start? I would probably put War. Let's go for the top. So best one. Sentinels. Sentinels number 1. Number 2. War Flag. Number 3. Let's mosey on up here. Sorry, I don't know them all. So number 1, Sentinels. Number 2, War Flag. Number 3, Warding Sigil. Number 4, Warrior's Axe. Number 5, it's gonna be Tainted Steel. And the last one's gonna be Benevolence. That's how I see it. Those are my opinions on what the best tank and off-tank starters are. I mean, you can play at whatever you like, but that's just my opinion. That's just what's been working for me, even though I'm fucking like losing every game because I'm getting trolled. But yeah, I just wanted to make it because I see a lot of people like strictly building warriors, and I just think, you know, there's a lot better options that you could be doing. So, you know, how do I end it? I stream on Twitch sometimes. You can come follow me. If you like to, give it a like. Tell me what your favorite tank or off tank starter is off of whatever I listed here. Yeah, I'm interested to know what you guys think is the best tank starter. So I'll see you guys later when I make another video. It'll probably be on some more starter shit, because, you know, people tilt me sometimes when they build stupid stuff. But that'll be it for me. Thanks for watching. It was probably kind of boring, but, you know, good information nonetheless. It's still good. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Fuck me, dude.